Here's a lesson on a dance tune called Aneforitsa. It's pretty easy, so it's a fairly easy one, and I will make it even easier so that absolute beginners can even learn this tune. The instrument's tuned to G, D, A, so the G is this one, the high pitched chord. The middle chord is D, and the low pitched is A. So G, D, A, and I'll do the tune first. That's it there. It's two parts, and the good thing is the second part is parts of the first part in the second part, so this should be pretty easy for a beginner. Starting with the second finger on the low pitched chord and with a backward bow movement, that's backward bow movement, only playing that chord, the low pitched chord, and then coming forward we're going to swivel the instrument, just a very slight swivel, and we're going to touch the two chords this time with our second finger. So from the first touching only the low pitched, we're going to come over and we're going to touch two chords, the low pitched and the middle, and then you're going to play a forward bow movement. So this is backward, only playing the low pitched chord, should sound like that, and then when we swivel over, that's a forward bow movement. And this time we're playing with our bow, we're playing the two strings. So initially it's only playing, and then when we swivel over, we don't really need to move the bow because we've still swiveled over. It should allow us to play the two chords. It's a very slight swivel. So starting backward, and then, so we're doing that 3 times, and then we're going to swivel over even further, so we're on the high pitch side without a finger, so it's, whoops, that's a backward bow movement, only playing the high pitched chord with our bow, so we've swiveled over with no fingers, so it's, so again, swivel over again, so that's a slight swivel, and then we're going to swivel over, and then we're going to drop the first finger on the high pitched chord, so it's, now you can play the two chords with your bow, or you can just play the one, it's up to you. I prefer to play the two. Now, for a beginner, you don't have to do the up and down bit there if you don't want to. So starting back, finishing forward. Keep doing that till you get up to there, and it's nice and rhythmic and clean sounding. Now sometimes with a swivel your finger might go a little bit off, so it's all about placing the finger, so swiveling enough. You don't want to swivel too much, so you've got to actually hold the instrument quite firmly so that you have good control of it. Finishing forward. Now we're going to backward bow movement, drop the fourth finger on the high pitched chord. And then back, forward, back onto the first finger on the high-pitched chord. And then we're going to do that 3 times and lift it. And then we're going to swivel over again to the low-pitched side. So it's... forward, back, forward is the last bit. So we're finishing forward. Finishing forward. That allows you to start on the backward again to do that again because you're doing it 3 times. So, whoops. Finishing forward, and that allows us to start back on the next bit. So I'll show the bow movement. Finishing forward, starting back. Okay, so that's the first bit. And with the song, you do that 3 times, and the third time you just do the last bit. So when you do the third time, that's just part of the song. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can listen to the song as it's played. That's the first bit, and then there's the so this is starting the same, but it just ends a little bit different. So you don't have to do this. I suppose if you want to learn the tune, you have to. But it's basically starting backward again. So it's basically starting the same. Whoops. And then it's, instead of dropping the first, you're going back. Swiveling over to the low pitch side and using the second, these 2 fingers are touching the 2 chords. So it's, both of these are touching the 2 chords, the low pitched and the middle. So this one and that one. Starting back. Forward, back, forward, finishing forward. So with the tune, you're actually doing that at the end with no fingers. And when you do that, you're finishing back. You can start forward with this tune, it doesn't matter. So or you can lift up, probably easier to lift up the bow and start forward again, so start backward again. So it's, so starting back, so finishing back, lift up the bow and start again. Or you can start forward and there's a bit of a jump. So you can do, and start forward, So there's a back. That allows you to keep rhythm. You don't have to, it is a bit awkward finishing back and starting back again on a fast tune like this. You can do so you can jump, lift it up, do 2 backward bow movements. That's easier than finishing back and starting back again. Just depends where in the which opportunity you have in the tune to do that. I think that's it. I'll keep it as basic as possible. Hope that helps. And thanks for some of the people who are messaging me for lessons. I don't do private lessons at this stage. I'd rather just do them on videos like this. So if people have requests, by all means, leave a comment. If you want a certain tune, if I can do it, I will. If I don't know how to do it, I will learn it, because part of this whole channel is for me to learn as well. So by all means, leave a comment if you want to learn a tune, and let me know, leave any comments about my teaching style as well. So if you find it's helpful, please let me know. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.